Hopefully that'll be the... Okay, let's not... If I get past the first couple parts, then I won't reset. I was like distracted because I was like thinking like, did I forget to turn up my audio? And then I saw that my audio was on, thankfully. Kirby and Odyssey, okay. I've seen what the Kirby game looks like. It looks pretty cool. I have 3 Kirby games and I've only beaten one of them. I don't know why I don't play much Kirby, to be honest, because I like Kirby. Kirby's a good series. I'm sure some of you guys are aware that I have continued my no swear challenge, and in my last swear challenge, I said pissed, and I said half of the F word. I didn't like fully say it. Pissed doesn't count? Okay. Because I feel like that's kind of a gray area with that word, in my opinion. Half of F would count? Okay. Alright, fine. We'll count it then. Alright, there we go. Going this far into the month, only swearing once, is pretty good. That's way better than February. The thing is, like, elementary kids at school aren't really allowed to say that word. Which is why I think maybe it should count. They shouldn't, but they do, because that's the kind of generation that we live in now. It's unfortunate, but it blows my mind that elementary kids know stuff that we never knew about when we were younger. And that's because, like, the kids have phones at such a young age. The older kids have Chromebooks. It's insane. And because they have Chromebooks and they're allowed to use it at school, they're able to look on the internet things that they shouldn't look up. When I was in elementary school, I didn't get my first phone until 5th grade, and that was 12 years ago. I didn't start using social media until halfway through 6th grade. When I was in elementary school, the most common social media that people use was Facebook, and then sometimes Twitter. In middle school, at least when I was in 8th grade, Instagram was new, and then it became popular when I was in 9th grade. And then also at the same time, Snapchat was blowing up. But I didn't make a Snapchat until after high school. I used primarily Facebook throughout 6th grade and all of middle school. I stopped being active on Facebook and then moved to Twitter, and I started being active on Twitter. I had a Twitter account in middle school, but I was like never active on Twitter until 10th grade in high school. What? Okay, I'm not accepting that. And the reason I switched to Twitter, because my dad on Facebook would always like stalk me every time I posted something. He was always like so curious about everything that I talk about on Facebook. I got tired of it, and then I didn't really know how to like tell my dad to like stop stalking me, so I just like stopped being active on Facebook and just moved to Twitter. And then I got an Instagram in 10th grade after 2 years of people telling me that you should make an Instagram so you could follow me and like all my pictures. All my social links are linked below the stream if you want to follow me. I don't personally mind. Oh, also in middle school, I used Skype. Here's some lore about some history that some of you guys who haven't been around the stream for a long time might not know. My current Discord server, it used to be a Skype group. The Skype group wasn't really public. It was mostly for me and some of my Twitch mods that I would frequently hang out with when I started streaming. And this was like way back when I was a Brawl streamer instead of a speedrunner. Almost every stream, I was in the Skype call with some of my Twitch mods, as well as a few other people that were in the Skype group that I trusted. And 11th grade, I started using Discord. Because at the time that I started using Discord, there was a Link to the Past tournament that was announced for the community, and I wanted to join it. And all participants for the tournament had to make a Discord account in order to keep in touch of everything that was happening within the tournament. And at first, I wasn't really sold on making a Discord account, because I didn't want to make another account for anything unless I really had to. So I only used Discord just to, you know, keep up with what's happening in the Link to the Past tournament. It was very confusing at first. I didn't like understood how to like go through the different channels and the servers. I didn't know how to leave a Discord call. Eventually I got the hang of Discord and I started using it pretty frequently to hang out with the A Link to the Past community. Again, more lore. I was a Link to the Past runner. That was my primary speed game back then. This was 2016, by the way. The one Discord voice call I was in that one voice call for like several weeks before I figured out how to leave. Yeah, I started using Discord often. Then that's when I decided to migrate my Skype group to a Discord server. Because more people were starting to use Discord instead of Skype. And I figured that if more people were using Discord and less people were using Skype, my Skype group would be dead. Then I completely stopped using Skype right after high school. Because right after high school was when I was ending a relationship that I was in at the time. The reason I got out, I completely left Skype, was because people were trying to go after me after ending my relationship. In college, I started using Snapchat. I mean, it was cool at first, and then Instagram had an update where you can do Snapchat things, like post stories and get filters. And so, I stopped using Snapchat. And it didn't take long for me to leave Snapchat. So now the social medias that I use are YouTube, Twitter, Discord, Instagram. Facebook I'll go on. I'll have the tab open on Facebook, but then like I never really like do anything on there. And now people are using TikTok, especially the elementary kids at my workplace. It blows my mind that they use Snapchat. Even some of the kindergartners use TikTok, and that alone blows my mind. My girlfriend was addicted to TikTok, and that lasted for like a few weeks. And then she left it. I never understood what TikTok is. I tried to ask some people what TikTok's about. Somebody once described it as, imagine Snapchat having a shiny Pokemon. I thought that was funny. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I've been seeing the YouTube shorts. Not very many of the people that I watch regularly on YouTube do YouTube shorts though. How many people were around during the MySpace era, the OG social media platform? I have never made an account on MySpace, but I knew about it because I had older brothers who used to use MySpace. Yeah, MySpace was what Facebook is. I don't know how it's doing nowadays. It's probably like just straight up dead though, since nobody talks about it ever. Back then, like several years ago, the social media norms were MySpace, AIM as text/voice app. Oh, and even TeamSpeak, the gaming app. Well, it wasn't an app, it was just a program that people used to use to talk about games. And it still exists. But if you were to ask who uses it today, you're not gonna get very many answers, if at all. Oh god, Vine, I forgot about that. Okay, I asked my class what TikTok was about a few months ago. They said, it's like Vine. What is Vine? And then I got shunned for asking what Vine was. I basically learned my lesson that I'm not making an account on any new social platform unless I have a reason to. So all these people that use TikTok to post videos, I could just use YouTube. Oh yeah, I can just use Instagram as well for like the very short ones. I have no reason to have TikTok. What? I don't understand. Whatever, I'm not resetting. Just stupid, because that makes no sense why that happens sometimes. Oh, you know what? There's one other social platform that I used to have. I used it for a month, but had it for like a few months. It was Tumblr. This was 9 years ago, because my friend at the time, Axum the Goat, he had a Tumblr, he had friends. They were Tumblr artists, and they made Tumblr art of My Little Pony, but it's NSFW. And then I stopped using Tumblr. I deleted Tumblr. How? How did that not make it, dude? That is so bad. I don't get why sometimes I make that and then sometimes I don't. I don't do anything different with that skip, and I just don't make that. Yeah, at the time, NSFW was allowed on Tumblr. Uncensored NSFW, that is. I don't know if this is actually true, because I haven't been on Tumblr in a very long time. But I think I heard that now Tumblr is restricting that. And that now, like, you can't post uncensored NSFW anymore. But the uncensored stuff was what I didn't like about Tumblr. But sometimes people make really good money out of that stuff. So, you know, if it's working for them, then can't really judge too much, I guess.